Chapter 8, Simple Time. Time signatures that incorporate beat units that divide into two equal parts are examples of simple time. In fact, all the time signatures studied in Chapter 2 were in simple time, and this includes the time signatures 2-4, 3-4, 4-4, and 5-4, where beats are represented by the quarter note, and these beats divide evenly into 2/8 notes. Simple time signatures are in contrast to compound time, where the beat units divide evenly into 3 divisions instead of 2. Now, compound time will be discussed in a later chapter. In the simple time signatures we have seen up to this point, the bottom number has always been 4, indicating that the beat is represented by the quarter note. However, there are many other possibilities for simple time. In theory, any number that represents a particular note value can serve as the bottom number of a time signature. If a 2 is the bottom number of a time signature, this means that the half note represents the beat. Examples would be 2-2, 3-2, and 4-2. Another possibility would be to place 8 as the lowest number. If 8 is the lowest number, then the 8th note gets the beat. And as you can see here, we could count 1, 2, 3, 4 in the measure by counting the 8th notes. Examples of time signatures with 8 on the bottom are 2-8, 4-8, and 8-8. When using simple time signatures with either a 2 or an 8 as the bottom number, the counting methods need to be adjusted so that the beats, divisions, and subdivisions line up to the standard counting syllables. For example, a rhythm in 2-2 time would place the beat level on half notes, the division level on quarter notes, and the subdivisions on eighth notes. A rhythm in 4-8 time places the beat level counts on eighth notes, the divisions on 16th notes, and the subdivisions on 32nd notes. Now here are 2 charts. The first is showing the beats and divisions when 2 is the lowest number of the time signature, and the other showing the beats and divisions when 8 is the lowest number of the time signature. Notice that the notation of notes at the subdivision level in 4-8 time require the use of a new type of note, the 32nd note. Every time we add an additional flag or beam to a note value, its speed becomes twice as fast. As you can see, many types of notes can represent the beat in simple time. If we categorize the simple time signatures in terms of how many beats per measure, there are several possibilities for each category. For example, simple duple is the metrical category that includes 2 beats per measure in simple time. Examples would be 2-2, 2-4, and 2-8. Here is a chart of the common metrical categories with time signature examples. Note that the top number of the time signature always matches the metrical category name in simple time. We have simple duple, which is 2 beats per measure, simple triple, which has 3 beats per measure, simple quadruple, having 4 beats per measure, and simple quintuple, having 5 beats per measure. Let's talk about cut time. Simple duple time, in which the beat is represented by the half note, has a time signature of 2-2. This meter is often very quick and march-like, and musicians may also refer to it as cut time or alla breve. In addition, there's a cut time symbol, which means the same thing as 2-2. And you may see either type of notation at the beginning of a piece of music to designate this meter. Examine the melodic phrases here that are written in cut time. In cut time, the half note gets the beat and the quarter note is the beat division, so the counts are applied accordingly. Notice that the phrase starts on beat 2 instead of beat 1. This is rather common in music when the beginning notes of the phrase are unstressed. Such notes in an incomplete measure at the beginning of the music are called pickup notes or upbeats. When pickup notes are present, the phrase is often balanced by a last measure that is also incomplete. And as you can see, the last measure and the first measure taken together comprise a full measure. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and. Now, as shown in example 8.3, there are many time signatures that can be used for simple duple meter. In fact, we could rewrite the Marine Corps hymn in example 8.4 using the meter of 2/4, but we would have to change the note values so that the quarter note receives the beat and the eighth note receives the division. If we specify to the performer to play the beats at the exact same speed, the music as notated in example 8.4 will sound exactly the same as example 8.3. 2 and 1 and 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 2 and 1 and. This then begs the question of why musicians need these alternative ways to notate the exact same music. The answer lies in the visual effect of the notation. Composers often feel that they can convey a unique rhythmic feeling by choosing a particular note value to represent the beat.